Oh, hi. I'm so happy you're here. I am preparing myself a little bit of lunch, a little bit of a Greek salad, and I thought I would just pop in and tell you a little bit more about me and who I am and what it is that I do. Hi, I am Krista, the relationship chef, and I am really happy to have you here so that we can talk a little bit about how I can help you have red hot date nights and a great connection with your partner, because our partners are our happily ever after, right? This is how we feel fulfilled and committed, and how we have that energy to move on when obstacles come up, or somebody to celebrate when things go good, right? So you're going to see a lot of people on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, wherever, and they're going to have these beautifully polished videos with great scripts, and they're going to look right into the camera, and their hair is going to be perfect, and it's going to be edited, and there's going to be all sorts of different graphics and images or whatever. That ain't me. I am a potty mouth chef. I've been in the cooking industry for 40 years, almost 40 years. Wow, I'm that old. But yeah, what I deliver is authenticity, and I do that by being authentic. So I'm going to tell you, my skills lie in the kitchen and in helping people with relationships, not with tech. So my videos, my scripts are not going to be perfect, but my intention, my desire to help you really is phenomenal. It's next level. But I also want to help you by teaching you to connect in a fun way, in an active way, to do things together. You're thinking, Krista, what does that mean? That we're going to connect in a fun and active way? Well, if you want somebody who sits around and teaches you to hold hands and sing Kumbaya, you're not going to find that with me. I want people to connect through the love language of food, in the kitchen, doing things together. Even if you're talking about food or planning, or one person's making a gorgeous meal for the other person and then you share it together, that's great. But cooking classes are also another thing that you can share, and that's an activity doing something. But the point is that when you're connecting with your partner, and you should be connecting with your partner, it's got to be fun. And that's where you're going to get the most benefit, and the best relationship is by doing things together that are fun. And so I like helping people do that. Oh, making a little dressing for my Greek salad. Greek salad with tomatoes from my garden. I ain't no gardener, so this is kind of a feat for me. I'm very proud of my tomatoes. I want to deliver you authentic, an authentic experience, something that genuinely will help you to improve your relationship and help you and your partner live your best lives together. And you know what? The funny thing is that you always want, when you have somebody doing what I do, you want somebody who's living the experience, right? You don't want somebody who says, I can make your relationship perfect. Just give me $15,000 and we can take you from point A to point B. And they may or may not be able to do that. And they may or may not be living that life. Billy and I have an amazing relationship. Is it perfect? I don't think so. I don't think any relationship is perfect, but it's sure as heck perfect for me. And it's got everything I need, because the things that are important to me in my life, food, obviously, family, Billy, my kids, France, because I love to travel to France because my dad introduced me to France years ago. So it's so special in my heart. Fun, because life is no good if you're not having fun. And then I thought, to round it out, I'm going to call myself the potty mouth chef, and number 5 is fuck, because I like to swear. And I can't help that because I worked in a kitchen for many, many years. And that's just the climate, atmosphere, whatever. That's just the way it goes in kitchens, is people swear. And I am unapologetic about that. If you have a problem with people swearing, then you're not going to like me. And I don't apologize for that either, because we can't all be all things to all people. But I will come and talk to you about relationships, talk to you about food, and make it fun and make it engaging and show you real and concrete ways to connect with your partner other than just sitting around saying deep things and looking into each other's eyes and having awkward conversations, right? And funny story, the other day I realized that I have a tendency to say funny story because a lot of hilarious things happen to me and I love to share them with others. Now, it could very well be that they're hilarious to me and not to everybody else, but they're mildly amusing. So stick with me and I'll also give you some funny stories like this funny story. I got a knife story. I'm going to talk to a chef about a knife. I was going to a cooking class one time and I was coming from my other job, my day job, and I had pumps on and I forgot my clogs. So I had to do the cooking class in pumps. Not ideal. My feet were so tired standing on a tile floor for 2 hours delivering whatever it was. But the very, very best part of it was that I had my space organized and everything laid out. And I had my knife sitting on the edge of a tea towel. I grabbed the tea towel and the knife went right into my foot because I had pumps on and not clogs, right? So I had to finish the class. It was in the middle of the class and it hurt, like it was throbbing. It bled a little bit and I sort of put something on it, but it was throbbing. It hurt so much and swelling and looked kind of bluish. By the time the class was over, I needed to do something about it. And there was a nurse there. She was one of the class participants and she saw me drop the knife. She said, "Are you okay?" And I said, well, I got a boo-boo. She said, "You need to go to the hospital." So I went to the hospital and waited for 50 million hours because that's the way it works in Canada with our healthcare. And I finally saw a doctor and the doctor looked at me. I told him what happened and he laughed at me and he goes, "You know what?" He goes, "I've had chefs with all sorts of cuts and burns on their hands and arms. I've never had somebody come in with a cut on their foot from cooking." And he brought a couple other peers and colleagues to come in and laugh at me as well. And you're going to figure this out about me. I'm not offended. I don't care. I thought it was pretty hilarious. I thought it was pretty stupid on my part, but it was funny, right? So, funny story. You never know what's going to happen, especially with me. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. If you want perfect editing, perfect videos, absolutely polished scripts, not your girl. But if you want somebody who actually genuinely cares enough about you and your partner to help you have a better relationship, you got me. If you want somebody who's passionate about food and love and travel, you got me. There's so much I want to share with you. Watch all my videos on YouTube because you'll get little tidbits here and there. If you want a little more, what you need is my Chef's Kiss date night cooking classes, and that is done through my Chef's Kiss community. I have a great founding member offer because I've just started the community. After those founding member seats are filled, then it's going to go to a monthly membership. But cooking, food, love in the kitchen, just you and your partner. Don't go out to restaurants with 100 of your closest friends. Do something at home. Engage, interact, talk. Even if your partner sits beside you on a stool and talks to you while you create, get into the kitchen and use the food language of the love language of food to make your relationship top notch. I know because that's what I've got with Billy. And I'm not going to tell you something or try and sell you something or even teach you something that I don't practice myself. I cook for Billy all the time. Sometimes Billy cooks with me, sometimes Billy cooks for me. But food is central in our lives. So is fun. So is family. These are the things that matter to me, and that's why I want to share them with you. No perfect editing, no perfect videos, just me as I am. Thanks for being here. Drop a comment if you want in on Chef's Kiss. It's an insane founders introductory offer before the price goes up. Seats are filling up. It's September. The first date night cooking class is going to be poulet basquez, which is beautifully simmered chicken with sweet peppers and some tomatoes and just amazing flavors that will get you and your partner in the kitchen, learning some new techniques and doing some great stuff. Meet you in the kitchen.